Unstable Universe, one of the biggest content servers on the block. Despite only starting in April of 2024, it's become insanely successful with its scripted Minecraft series, with dozens of captivating storylines and large-scale wars. Owners Parrot X2, Wembu, and Spoke have garnered massive virality with their storytelling magic, creating scripted Minecraft movies that rival the views of some of the largest creators on YouTube. The whole idea of the server is that the world is unstable due to the players' exploitation of the destructive powers given to them. The fact that it explores human nature through the use of actual Minecraft bugs and glitches as powers to be controlled is what shaped it into the distinctive viewing experience it has become. SMP Live, made for the most infamous one on this list, a server with its ultimate premise being you are not allowed to connect to it unless you are live streaming every second of your time online. Created by Call Me Carson, but originally conceived as the upbringing of familiar creators such as Jschlatt, Travis, Connor Eats Pants, and so many others. It was known to be one of the biggest reasons Minecraft had a revival period in 2019. Its success caught the eyes of millions, and many wanted to either join in or make something of their own. Notable creators such as Captain Sparkles, Ant Venom, and even Sky Does Minecraft, before it was known that he beat his wife, joined in to create one of the most interesting crossovers in Minecraft content history. Beast SMP, an anarchy server made for the sole purpose of being featured in a MrBeast video. The idea of the video was to get 10,000 players to join the server at the same time and see if that would crash it. It crashed at 500. They weren't even close. A week after the experiment, a few people stuck around in the server, which sparked MrBeast's curiosity enough to rejoin it briefly with Chandler and Carl to check what they're doing. This section was featured in the video. It signified that it is possible to get MrBeast himself to join the server if enough effort was done. This gave hope to hundreds of players to get into the server and try to get MrBeast's curiosity to spark again. And so they did. After countless attempts, the players concluded that their only way of achieving their goal was to break the record for the biggest obsidian pyramid ever built in Minecraft. Yet, despite their tremendous efforts, the only acknowledgement they ever received was a block of bedrock on top of the pyramid placed by an admin. The server is now a dead wasteland with 0 players and serves as a testimony to how far MrBeast's fanbase was willing to grind just to get his attention. 2B2T, short for 2 Builders, 2 Tools, is the first anarchy server that has ever come to light in Minecraft. A server that represents freedom through having no rules, allowing the players the freedom to do whatever they wish to do with no constraints. That was the genius idea that popped into the original creators' minds, Housemaster and George Bush 420 in 2010. Being created a decade and a half ago, the server holds years of lore and events tied to its name. It witnessed the continuous rise and fall of multiple structures and countless wars between factions, signifying its ruthless and chaotic nature. The players griefed, cheated, betrayed, destroyed. They pretty much left no evil action undone. Its most notable event was in 2016, where the YouTuber The Camping Rusher made a video about the server, exposing it to a massive new audience. This sparked the beginning of the Rusher War, which was an event where hundreds of his fans, called the Rushers, joined in with the sole purpose of spreading destruction and slaughtering everyone in their path. This caused the unification of hundreds of players to resist the invasion. The war concluded with the defeat of the Rushers after a fight that lasted a whole gruesome hour. This event holds itself as the most important milestone due to the fact that it introduced the idea of letting differences aside for the greater good, in a place where there was barely any good, an idea that was unheard of before in the anarchy niche. 2B2T is now a wasteland with nothing but ruins in sight. It serves as a digital Wild West with a history full of manipulation, betrayal, and destruction. Donut SMP, a hardcore cross-platform survival server originally created by Dr. Donut in April 2017. The one unique attribute that this server has that none of the others do is that it has an immense focus on crystal PvP. This allows for an extra layer of competitiveness and introduces a thrilling factor of high-risk, high-reward nature to the fights. The players are unable to make a mistake without losing everything. But despite it having very niche gameplay, it has a massive community with over 280,000 people roaming around Donut SMP's Discord server that is getting bigger and bigger every single day. SMP Earth. Imagine a Minecraft server that took place over the entire planet. This was SMP Earth. Rather than following scripted events, SMP Earth thrived on spontaneous player interaction, countries formed naturally, borders were negotiated or fought over, and each nation's goals were shaped by its leaders. Technology mods like planes, guns, and vehicles added depth to transportation and warfare, pushing players to innovate both tactically and logistically. At its heart, SMP Earth was about geopolitical storytelling, personalities, ambition, and rivalries that created the server's evolving history. The main conflict of the server centered around the Antarctic Empire, which was led by Technoblade. His rapid expansion and military dominance made him the central antagonist, sparking tension across the globe. At the server's climax, nearly every other nation united in a final world war to stop his conquest. This climactic battle served as the server's finale, ending a story entirely shaped by its players. Dream SMP, a server hosted by Dream, one of the largest and most famous Minecraft creators of all time, that originally started on April 24th, 2020. At the time, the server opened with a mere 4 members: Dream, George Not Found, Sapnap, and Callahan. Despite this, the server would eventually grow to a member count of over 35 players, and with players like Technoblade and Tommy Innit being main characters on the server, it eventually reached incredible popularity. The Dream SMP's narrative was driven by a constant political conflict, primarily revolving around the nation of L'Manberg fighting for its freedom against the server's oppressive owner, Dream. Much of the server-wide conflict was fueled by Dream's control and his vendetta against Tommy Innit. The story's high stakes were defined by a 3-life system, where a character's 3rd death was permanent. However, those who defied Dream often faced lifetime imprisonment in Pandora's Vault, an inescapable maximum security prison designed to crush their will. Despite Dream SMP ending over 2 years ago, its lasting impact can be felt throughout nearly all thriving survival servers to this day. Hermitcraft, a private, invite-only Minecraft server, was founded in April 2012 by Generic B and now led by Zuma Void, where players, usually called hermits, collaborate in a vanilla survival world that resets each season. Currently on Season 10, the core of the server is creative cooperation. Players build massive community hubs, redstone farms, and mini-games. Hermits frequently engage in friendly rivalry and server-wide shenanigans, from prank wars to game shows, keeping the atmosphere light and unscripted. While occasional roleplay arcs and storylines occur, they remain self-contained and never disrupt the sandbox nature of the world. Beyond gameplay, Hermitcraft is known for its community impact, massive charity livestreams raising hundreds of thousands for organizations like Gamers Outreach, Make-A-Wish, and SOS Africa, all widening the scope of its influence far outside of Minecraft content creation and innovation. QSMP, the first multilingual Minecraft server with live translation. This server was founded to bring as many Minecraft creators from different countries together into one space, a space where they are free of any language barriers. Composed by Quackity after their time on the Dream SMP, the QSMP featured a long list of creators from different audiences, including creators speaking Korean, German, and Portuguese. The story of the QSMP is driven by the Federation, a mysterious and often antagonistic organization that controls Quesadilla, an island located in Point Nemo, where everything is perfect from the weather to the wildlife and even the residents' mood. One central plotline involves residents raising eggs that hatch into children. The eggs often play a role in creating personal stakes and drama. Disobedient players can be banished to a dimension called Purgatory, where they must complete trials to return to the island. The server's narrative is consistently evolving as new members from around the globe are frequently added to the multilingual community. Bliss SMP, a semi-private community-driven server featuring a plugin that revolves around 8 powerful magical gems, each with special and unique abilities. Originally created by Pookie in April 2022, the server caught the eyes of hundreds of thousands of people due to its unique concept. Player is given one of the magical 8 gems upon joining the server, each with unique differences and powerful abilities. The player is then strongly encouraged to fight other players to gain energy, which allows them to upgrade their gem and obtain new and even more destructive abilities. The goal is to survive for as long as possible by preserving life points and gaining energy, which can be depleted through death. If the player dies enough times to lose all of their life points, they will then get banished off the server. With the active and passionate maintenance it receives and the strong community backing it up, Bliss SMP is still standing to this day, flourishing more than ever and reaching new and higher peaks every single day.